The touch command. Before we go into the touch command, I want to explain a couple of things. PWD stands for present working directory. It shows you your current location. Relative path means the location from your PWD, and absolute path means from the beginning of the root file system tree. With the touch command, we are going to cover creating files using the relative path and the absolute path. To create one file with the touch command, the command will be touch and file name. We see file 1 here. Test is a directory. To create a file using the relative path into the test directory, the command would be touch. From my present working directory, I only have to go into test, then I'll put the file here. If I do a short listing into the test directory, we will see the file is there. To create a file using the absolute path in the test directory, the command would be touch, and we must start from the root file system tree. Conduct ls into the test directory, we will see file 3 is there. The same pertains to creating multiple files. To create multiple files with the touch command, you must enter the parameters within curly braces. If we do an ls here, we would see file A, B, C, and D.txt. To execute the same using a relative path, we will have to use the path test directory, then into the plan directory, then we add the files named with the parameters within the curly braces. If we conduct an ls within the plan directory, you will see the files there. And to do the same using the absolute path, touch, start from the root file system tree. And once we get to our desired directory, we create the files there with the parameters listed within the curly braces. And if we want to do a listing, we can use the same absolute path or relative path. There are the files. Take a look at my present working directory. This PWD symbolizes that I am in the root user's home directory. Now we're going to create directories using the mkdir command. To create a single directory with the mkdir command, the same rules with the relative path and the absolute path applies. The command will be mkdir, the name of the directory, if you would like to create a directory in your present working directory. And if we do a listing within this directory, we will see the new directories listed here. To use the relative path to create a directory, the command would be mkdir, and then we would, from our present working directory, use the relative path. And you can see the new directory is created here. There are no files or directory within the sports directory. So to create a parenting directory, you will use the P flag. And the same rules apply as relative and absolute path. We see that we have the sports directory within the files directories folder. We are going to add 2 more directories within that directory using the absolute path. We will use the mkdir command with a flag P. Using the absolute path, we will start from the root file system tree. This is our present working directory. We want to go into the files directories. Then we want to go into sports, and then we are going to create our new directory here. We are going to say football. And we're going to say LA Rams. These two new directories, football and LA Rams. This command is going to create the LA Rams directory into the football directory, into the sports directory. We can view the directory tree with the tree command. And to create multiple directories in one location, you separate the directory names with a space. mkdir, new directory already exists. November 2022 does not exist. So if we hit a space and then we type in new directory again, type in fall 2022, we are now creating fall 2022 and November 2022 under the new directory. If we do a listing of the new directory folder, we will see both directories, fall and November 2022. If you're asking, well, how was I able to create these two directories without using the P argument? The reason I did not need the P argument, the new underscore dir already existed. You only need the P argument or the parenting argument if you are going to create multiple directories that do not already exist. For example, mkdir, new dir, November, Thanksgiving, and Turkey. This command will not work because the Thanksgiving directory does not exist. Therefore, it cannot create the Turkey directory in the Thanksgiving directory. So when I hit enter, I will get cannot create directory Turkey because Thanksgiving does not exist. So this is where I would need to add the P argument. So if I execute the same command with mkdir with the parenting argument, new dir, November 2022, which we already know exists, the new directory that does not exist, also this new directory that does not exist, they cannot be created. And if we use a tree command to take a look in the November 2022, we will see it have the Thanksgiving and Turkey directories. It have the Thanksgiving and Turkey directories as subdirectories within that one directory.